Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach, and today I'll be starting my 24-day challenge again. The one I did in January wasn't the best it could have been, so today I restarted it. So I did only like 5 days in January or so, and that's totally okay. I've done some really awesome stuff with detoxing over the last 5 years. Okay, so I mean, I've gone as far as going to Vegas and not having a single drink. I mean, that's how much I got into detoxing. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you today about how it all started with something like this, an herbal cleanse. Today is day 1 of my 24-day challenge. Okay, and what does that little box have to do with anything? Well, the 24-day challenge is by Advocare, and see advocare there. And when I first heard of advocare, it was around 2001 when I first heard the name. Now, I didn't pay much mind to it because at that time I was already in like a network marketing company, and I was like, whatever. I didn't even faze me, and that's okay. But then what happened after that was a lot of years went by. Like, I was actually started working at a gym in 2002-ish or so, around that same time. It's called Fitness Edge with Michael Echt was the owner. And there was a girl named Veronica Perales at the front desk. A guy named George was one of the trainers there. Anyways, well, we were all just coworkers, loving life, training people, getting fit, whatever, just living, being cool. So I'm going to fast forward now from 2003 all the way into 2009. Okay, because that's the second time I heard of Advocare now. It's about 2009. Here comes Advocare out of nowhere. And Veronica, the girl that worked the front desk back in 2001 or 2 or so, she now comes around and tries to give me Spark. Now, at that time, I was like, well, I was addicted to coffee, so I wasn't going to have Spark. I was like, whatever, dude. Like, I was on my NO Explode pre-workouts. I had already studied supplements. I didn't want anything to do with it, okay? So she tried about 2 to 3 different times that I can recall. And believe it or not, I moved to Houston and someone else gave me this Spark right here. Look, it's labeled 2010. They don't even make this type of envelope anymore. We have real nice envelopes, but they don't even have that type of envelope. I actually have it. It was collecting dust in some filing cabinets. I got that in 2010. Veronica comes around in 2011. She was so persistent. I was like, whatever, let me just sign up for Advocare. And I did. Now, that Sparks like that sat in the back of my office collecting dust. I drank 1 drink. I moved on with my life. I was like, whatever. Didn't even think twice about it. Now, on one fateful day, it was 2012. I'm going to go see Skrillex at the Island. It's around spring break, and I'm excited. Skrillex, I was breaking records with Skrillex's music, doing CrossFit. I had my own people with me that were doing CrossFit. We were getting in good shape, great results. We were loving it, right? And here comes Veronica. It's a sunny day. Jason texts me. He was the owner of UFC. He texts me and he says, hey, get over here. I need to talk to you, whatever. It was a Saturday. I'm like, well, he's the owner and we're friends. We're doing stuff together in business. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go see what's up. So I go there and there's Veronica, Jason, and Alex sitting in an office. And I'm like, what was this about Advocare? Like, what's going on here? So long story short there, like Jason's like, well, it's really time for us to get serious about Advocare. And I'm like, okay, like, what's this about? So, because I'm going to go see Skrillex, remember? So I'm like, so here's Veronica. She's at that time, I think she was a gold with the company. And I'm like, well, is it, clearly it works for her, but I didn't know if it worked for me. I didn't know if this was a company that I could grow with, if the supplements were any good. So that was my main concern, is my reputation and the results of my clients and myself. Like, the results and my reputation. That was what I was concerned with, to be frank. So I asked Veronica, I said, hey, are these products any good? Or is this something you just sell and you say they're good, but they're not that good? And she looked me right in the eye and she said, yes. And so there was only one thing I could do. Is like, well, look, after all this time, she's persistent, she's successful with it. All I could do was try it, right? And no one even told me it was 100% money back guaranteed at that time. But I was like, well, let's try it, do whatever. And so I did the 24-day challenge. I lost 7 pounds of fat. I gained 4 pounds of muscle. And my clients had similar results, and I ended up even making an extra $100 a week for 6 weeks, maybe like so, $600 or so after everything was said and done. So obviously that's a great result, right? Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like, hey, I made an extra income and my job and my reputation got better? Win, 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 right? So I carried on. At the time, I just wanted to pay my car off or, make a car payment. And over the course of 2 years, I eventually paid off a $12,000 note. It was good. It felt great. Like I said, great. And that was around 2014. So from 2012 to 2014, I'm just selling advocare, a little bit every day with my team, and even hit silver. So silver leadership. So I was like, okay, great. This is cool. I love it. I would like to go more. I went to success when I said I'd like to get to the next level. And I did my best and did my best. I even started doing mixers, and I did my best and I did my best and I did my best. And I just didn't stop, right? Now, in 2015, I moved to Austin. Things had gotten a little hairy, and I just was going through some stuff emotionally, personally, and I said, now's the time for me to go to Austin. And so I went to Austin, and I basically went on a spiritual quest looking for that next level of myself, whatever that is. And at that time, I didn't do much with advocare. 2015, just, used it for myself, really. And then what's funny is at the end of 2015, I came back and I saw my sister and my mom and people were using it, and it had been growing without me little by little. And I said, you know what? I looked within my heart, and I asked God for guidance at this time, because I was now a yogi, practicing meditating yogi, and I looked for God for guidance because I was at a stage of transition. And I said, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to do this advocare more. I need to commit to the next level, and I did. In 2016, I gave it my all. I gave it my absolute, as much as I could. I even got into online training, creating videos online, because it was time for me to hit the next level of my life, the next level of my coaching. That was 2016, a great, amazing, fun year full of growth. Here we are, it's 2017, and I'm now about to do my 24-day challenge again to kick off an amazing year. And I'd love for you to do the 24-day challenge with me. When I did this video, or when I did my first 24-day challenge, I was just posting stuff like day one, and I'm going to do the same thing with videos this time. I'm committing to the next level for my team, for myself, for my family, for the world. What started with this little box and that choice of that happened in that office that day has gone on to change thousands of lives, impact thousands of lives. There's about 12 different leaders on my team at some level, and I'm humbled by the growth as to what can happen when we put our mind to something, we take a chance, and we invest in ourselves. And so, this is what's happened. I look forward to it. This is day one of a 24-day challenge. I'm on here, I think the challenges, back then the challenges were coffee and et cetera, et cetera. I think the challenges this time are just going to be letting go of some of the bread that I like, stuff like that, okay? So I'll let you know the challenges daily. This is Jacob Adams signing off. It's good to be here. Let's have a great 24-day challenge. I'd love for you to join me. My number is 512-994-7328. I'd love for you to join me on this 24-day challenge. Let's have a lot of fun. We'll talk to you soon, okay?